said, look, I'm happy to sign the pre-ordered ones if and because they go straight to management. I said, oh look, I'll just sign them for all the pre-ordered ones, just so we got a rough idea of how many to order for the numbers. And then they rang me. Sean rang me at about, I think it was about 2 a.m. and he's like, they've sold out. and I'm like, all right. Well, and I think we ordered like 1,500 or 2,000 or something like that.
Wow.
And I said, all right. I said, well, what do you want to do, sort of thing. I sort of just, me and Sean spoke about it, and we said, look, we'll order more, and then we'll sort of like do them to order, so that now people are just ordering them. They're still going through emails now as we speak, actually, to count up how many we've actually got to order.
Yeah.
For the pre-order. So yeah, so my hand's probably going to be quite sore after I finish signing all those calendars. I thought I'd be signing like 5 or 6, you know, but so yeah, it's going to be a full-time job for a while signing the calendars. Yeah. But I'm going to have to do them reasonably quickly, because they need to go be published, and then they go to management. I have to go down to the office, sign them all, and then they'll be posted out. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, I've also this is genuine. I've ordered a calendar for my wife. I'm still waiting for the link to pay for that. But yep. I've also ordered some perfume from Josie as well. And honest to God, F5 Refresh was my best friend for about 3 days, because I could not, for the love nor money, get a bottle of that perfume. It sold out, and then it came in again and sold out again. And luckily, third time lucky, I just got in there. I think the perfumeshop.com, which is where you can buy Josie's perfume from, said it was the fastest sellout ever.
Yeah, I know that went crazy as well. Like it's hard to know, because you don't know what to expect. You just sort of come out of the house and there's sort of ideas thrown at you. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And you're like, nah, that sounds like you don't know if that sounds like the right thing to do or not, because you don't know what's going to sell. Like you think, why would someone want to buy like my perfume, or why would someone want a calendar with my mug on it? Like you don't think the things would work, but then. And then people ask for them, so you just sort of got to go with it and trust what people say, and then go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously Josie didn't expect her perfume to sell out as quickly as what it has, and she didn't expect it to go as well as what it did. It was sort of like, I think originally she just wanted a bottle with her name on it originally. I think because I got the first bottle, it was sent to her house, and I put it up because I've got all like collections of like perfumes and that. And I put hers on the collection, and she's like, and she just sat there for about, literally, it was about a good 10 minutes. She just sat there and stared at it, and she's like, can't believe there's a bottle of perfume with my name on it. I think that's what she was more interested in than anything else. But now it's taken off and it's selling, and she's actually quite surprised. So, but it's good, yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, I mean the perfume's $19.99, but if you order before December the 25th, £1 of each bottle goes to a charitable donation. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, it's good that she's doing all this work for charity and that. It's good to see, and yeah, hopefully it all goes well. So
yeah. I mean,
it should be good.
I mean, if you like a pop star or something like that, you go from being relatively well known to and then your popularity grows. It must be really strange for you, because it just must have been, it's gone from literally no one knows who you are because you're just a normal member of the public.
Yeah.
All of a sudden to like a big bang, right? Everybody knows who you are, and because everybody's been watching you, everybody must think that they know you. And
yeah, it is quite strange, like you said, like to compare us to like people with talents, probably to compare us to like singers and like people like that have got like talents and that, and like have grown, like probably started off in like small bars and that, and suddenly like got better and better, and like all of a sudden produced a song and they've got famous. Like we've just literally just gone from literally nothing to walking inside a house and coming out and not knowing what to expect, and yeah, it is literally like that. You just don't know what to expect, and like, but yeah, you just got to sort of take it all on board, and you can never really get used to it, but yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it may wear out. It may wear off. Well, it will wear off eventually. Like coming from Big Brother and that, sometimes it's frowned upon, sometimes it's not. It just depends on where you go and who you meet. Depends. Everyone's got a different opinion on the matter. So, but it's going well so far. So yeah, hopefully it goes alright.
I tell you what made me laugh when you're in the Big Brother house. Every time you got annoyed, some of the phrases that you come out with, I was absolutely I was in tears. You know, it's a good job we got Sky Plus, because I had to wind it back about 5 times. And I tell you, you'd hate me, because if you were in an argument, I'd just be rolling around the floor laughing, because some of the stuff you come out with is amazing. But
there was Dave was actually quite good, because he would actually he would take me on, and like he would literally, I could see that he didn't want to argue, but he wanted to see how far he could push me, but he would never take it to a serious level. He was someone in the house that I could actually, that was like that would literally wind me up to the point where I'd get serious, and he'd be just laughing the whole time. And now that I've watched it back, I can see what he was trying to do. But it's so funny, like. But and then but they cut a lot of it. I was actually quite I was pretty bad when we first walked into the house. Like, I had arguments with Big Brother. Like, literally, I'd only been in there 10 minutes. I was arguing about what beds and that we're all going to be sleeping on. I don't know if many people got to watch that, but I went quite crazy then, and that's when the house sort of like, turned around. Like, I was speaking to Sunshine the other day, and she's like, they didn't show how crazy you went over like the bed situation when we first went into the house and stuff like that, and so that they cut a lot of that out. So I think I was well edited in the beginning of the show, but they probably just didn't get time to show it. But the housemates thought it was quite funny. So it's good that they took it in that way instead of a serious way.
I tell you what, I also enjoyed watching the programme. Was it on Channel 5, the hour special, hour and a half? You know, when you come out and then showing Josie choosing the perfume and this, that and the other, and it was fantastic, just because I actually felt for you big time, because it was one of them where, you know, you know, as a man, meeting the parents or, you know, family for the first time is a bit of a daunting experience. Then what they did, they just chucked you in a bloody pub full of about 50, 60 folks.
And that is literally how it went down. There was no editing there. That was literally how it went down. I went to this. It was like this family picnic daily outing. It was like I was just thrown into like the Gibson family. It was like it was massive, like because it's just me and my mum, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then to be thrown into Josie's family of about 58 people is just crazy. And like I'm trying to remember names, and then they've got little kids running around, like literally like pulling at your shirt and tugging at your jeans and pulling your hair, and then you're trying to talk to adults at the same time. It's full on. It'd be like a full-time job. So when Josie says, "Do you want to go to Bristol for the weekend?" you got to mentally psych out for about half an hour before you get in the car before you go down there. So it's literally like that. But and especially for me, because I'm from a small family. So
yeah.
But no, they're all good. But the perfume meeting, I actually fell asleep during that, so I'm glad they didn't show that during the perfume meeting. We had to do a fragrance course before, like to listen about what leaves they mix with what and what they do with this, and I fell asleep during the meeting, so I'm glad they didn't show that, so it was all right.
Can I ask you one serious question that you might get a bit embarrassed about? I'm not too. I have asked Josie, so I shan't embarrass you any more than necessary. But I was just saying, I was totally on your level when you were saying, you know, it's an artificial environment in the Big Brother house, and you don't know if your feelings in here or will be the same outside. And I was totally on your side with that. And so I was just wondering, when did you first realise that perhaps your feelings for Josie were perhaps a bit more than, you know, liking?
We spoke about this quite a bit, like when we first came out of the house, actually still now really, because when I went through the Big Brother highlights, all that situation came up about like what was happening in the house and like from what people's perspective of how they saw it. But I actually, probably before Josie, like when we first got into the house, like I sort of zoned everything out.
Yeah.
But then like there may or may not have been chances then, like whether something could have happened. But then eventually she sort of bonded really quickly with Jovan. I didn't really have anyone really, so I was sort of on my own. Like I remember people talking in the diary room saying that me and Steve were the only like floaters within the Big Brother house that didn't sort of have anyone to sort of. And then I sort of just latched onto Josie and Jovan, and then, and I thought like Josie was all right before that, but then and then she started talking about all these guys that she'd like been with like outside of the house, like and they just weren't what my not all these guys, not, but like all these guys, but like she spoke about like previous guys that she'd been with and like types that she'd go for, and I was she's only had one boyfriend, so but but yeah, I did fit into the category of the guys that she was explaining, so I just thought I just left it and just didn't think anything else of it, and then we were just friends and we got really close, and then when like I know there's people that criticise and say that I must have known, but I seriously didn't know until I sort of spoken to Kiva and I was sort of knew about it, and like Josie had explained it to me. I seriously had no idea, because like the sort of guys that she would go for is like the guy off Prison Break, like the bigger one. And I'm not a big unit, so I'm actually the complete opposite guy to what she would be interested in. So I just left it at that. I just literally didn't look at it any further. I was just like, okay, that's the deal. So I'm happy to be a friend, and that was it. Yeah. And then it came out that she had feelings for me and all that, and it was like I literally didn't know if people were taking the piss out of me. I literally didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I can see how it's edited and what people saw of how I can actually see where some of the critics come along and say that it's not real. I can actually see to a point where they're coming from. I actually can see where they're coming from, as in terms of that. So that's why I don't take it really that badly about what they say. Like they say, oh, it's a showmance or whatever. I don't understand how they're still going on about it, because we're still together, but like each to their own. But I can see from in the house point of view, I can see how people would think that maybe we were doing it to sort of like get further in the show, but we weren't to know what was happening on the outside. So I remember being in the house and thinking like I actually said to Josie, like, you do know that like we'll probably be out next week. Because like we're literally in bed all the time. Yeah. Like literally, like people can't want to watch that. Like we thought if we're up for nomination, we're out. Yeah. Like if we're up for nomination, we're out, and that's it. But so we actually thought that it would be worse.
Yeah. Josie.
No, seriously, I'm not. I'm not.
Right, I'll tell you something. If you appear...
I don't think I am.
Right, I'll tell you something. If you appear on Loose Women in the next 2-3 months, I'm going to phone you back up.
All right, then. I just walked into the door. All right, no, I've seriously, nothing...
No?
Has been... No, nothing, no.
Well, the thing is, though, you'd be fantastic on Loose Women.
Do you reckon?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, bro.
Oh, right, okay. You don't never know, do you?
I do, yeah.
No, seriously, I haven't heard anything, but I hear stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And I think, I haven't heard that.
No.
How did you hear that? I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the time.
No, it's fantastic. But I was just mentioning about your perfume as well. We'll give that a little bit of a plug again. I've tried, I'd say for the 3rd time lucky for me, because I was just refreshing, press refresh on the perfumeshop.com for about for about 3-4 days, because it came in and sold in less than 20 minutes, and then came in again and sold again. But I managed to get some for the 3rd time round. But it's $19.99.
Oh, bless you.
But it's $19.99, and I think if you order before Christmas Day, a pound of it goes to cancer charity. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's look good, feel better, and it's for women that's gone for their chemotherapy or their radiotherapy, and they've obviously lost their hair, and what they do is they send, which I think is amazing, they send beauticians round, and what they do, they'll supply them with wigs, give them like hair and makeup days, and like give them beauty days and things like that to perk them up a bit after their chemotherapy and radiotherapy. So what an amazing thing to do.
Yeah, it is fantastic. A fantastic cause there. So it's ideal for a Christmas present, and for a perfume.